And just imagine what your ideal life would look like. How much money is in your bank account? What are you eating throughout the day? What are you doing? What kind of car do you drive? Where are you living? Who are you surrounding yourself by? Okay? Because whatever you just imagined in your head, you can have that. Hello, my beautiful people of YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, I'm Lily. And I'm so happy that you're here. And I'm so glad to be here. Hold on, let me fix this a little bit. I'm in a different area right now because my boys are sleeping. So anyways, today I just want to give you guys a little reminder of who you are, how powerful you are, and basically just like the power of your subconscious mind. And I know if you're on my channel and if you like my content, this probably isn't something that's super new to you, but like I said, it's just a reminder. I just want to talk about it because I think sometimes we're going about life and we're going about our day-to-day things, our day-to-day habits, our day-to-day, what is the word I'm looking for? Our day-to-day routines, that's the word. Sometimes we forget the power that we actually have. And I saw that at 111. I just saw 111. Confirmation. Listen, the words that you speak, the thoughts that you think, the actions that you make affect everything in your physical reality. So if you're telling yourself, I don't have enough money for that, or I can't afford that, then, well, what's going to happen? That you're not going to, like, you're creating that reality. But if you replace those words with, I'm going to buy that in the future versus like, or that is mine, just to have it in your brain that it's yours, imagine yourself having it. Like, let's say it's a car, for example. I think that's an easy one to imagine. You want a Hellcat or whatever. Imagine, instead of being like, oh yeah, I could never afford that, be like, I'm gonna have a Hellcat one day. Or don't even say I'm gonna have it one day, because then you're speaking into the future, and the future doesn't exist because everything is in the now, right? Because time isn't linear. Everything's the past, present, the future is all stacked on top of each other. It's all happening at the same time. The future version of you already exists in this moment. So sorry, I thought I heard one of my kids waking up. So when you say I have this, I am attracting this, like it is currently coming into my physical reality. It is in my physical reality. That is where you make the switch. No more I can't, no more I'll try. Let's make the switch now. Take all that out of our vocabulary and replace it with I can and I will. I'm telling you, those two phrases alone have so much power. Those two phrases alone can really change your life. Because when you say I can't afford that, I can't move right now, I can't move out of this place, I'm stuck or whatever, your brain just believes that. Your brain believes that. But when you tell yourself I can and I will, your brain believes that too. And your brain is your body's master, and it starts to figure it out. It starts to figure it out. You start to notice synchronicities or opportunities that are going to help you with whatever it is that you are wanting in your life. Your subconscious mind is so fragile, yet so powerful. Okay, because like I said, whatever you tell it, it's going to believe. So if you're lying to your brain, even if you're lying to it doesn't matter if you're lying or telling the truth, it's going to believe it. So that's why when you are trying to change your physical reality, because you do have the power to change your physical reality, it's normal to feel some resistance, because I like how this okay, so sorry, really quick, if you've been noticing my tag this entire time that's in the freaking front, it is because I didn't want to feel like changing my shirt, and I had like stains on the front, and I was like, I just switched it. Okay, listen, I have been momming all day. Besides the point. Okay, your subconscious mind, yes. So, and if you, so this is what I do to continue to create the reality that I want, is you keep your mind on that thing. So, okay, so think about if you're trying to achieve the body of your dreams, right? What do you have to do? You have to work out. You have to work out your body, go to the gym, go for runs, do the push-ups, do the pull-ups, sit-ups, whatever. You have to do that. And if you stop doing that for a period of time, your muscle mass starts to go down again. But as long as you keep doing it, your muscle mass it keeps going up, right? And it's okay to take a break because there's muscle memory. So as soon as you get back on it, you're going to get right back on track real soon. But it's the same thing with your brain. So what I do is I watch videos about the subconscious mind. I read books just to continue keeping it in my brain, keeping it fresh. Because the way it works is you have to keep thinking about it. Like you have to control. I don't like to use the word control because that kind of brings resistance, but keep your thoughts sort of in line, So catch yourself when you use like the negatives, the I can'ts, the things like that. Catch yourself when you do that. Because the more you catch yourself, the more you'll be able to switch it up rather than like getting comfortable in that mindset. Because, I'm going to put some book recommendations right here. So you can take a look right here for a second, pause it, screenshot it, do whatever you need to do. Because I know the names of the books off the top of my head, but I can't think of the authors. I always forget the authors. I'm sorry. Sorry, authors. But anyways, to keep your brain like working it out, keeping it fresh, getting it stronger, so that you can live the life of your dreams. Okay. And the same thing goes with like keeping your vibration high, because your thoughts is what creates emotions, right? So your thoughts, if you're having positive thoughts, you're going to feel more joy. If you're having negative thoughts, you're going to feel more negative, down, and that affects your vibration. And your vibration that's the magnet, right? So you attract what you are, not what you want. So that's the most important thing to remember here, is if you want to attract the love of your life, that's great. But if you're not loving yourself and feeling whole and complete in yourself, then you're not going to attract the love of your life. Same thing with money. If you want to attract money, but you're constantly talking about how broke you are and how you can't afford this or that, your ass gonna stay broke, baby. Your ass gonna stay broke. Stay loveless. That's just the truth. And look, it's a practice, okay? And I'm not saying that you like can't make a shift overnight, because you can. And if you watch my videos before, I'm a full believer in like quantum shifting and shifting realities. Like there's no timeline for that. It could take someone 3 months, a couple weeks, a day, an hour. There really is no timeline, but it's all about you. Everybody's different. And don't compare yourself to other people who are manifesting faster, because other people will be manifesting faster and other people will be manifesting slower. And it's all about your mind, not just your regular mind, but the subconscious mind, the things that are ingrained in there from childhood, things that your parents, teachers, grandparents, friends, like coworkers, like things that you have been told will stick with you for so long, even if it's a lie, even if it's not true. Okay. I just want you to remember how powerful you are, because you're so powerful. Like, we are one with God. We are one with Source. Okay? Take what resonates. So remember that you do have the power to create the life that you want, create the life of your dreams. Don't let anybody tell you that you're unworthy of anything, because it's not true. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of luxury. You're worthy to be of comfort. You're worthy of all that. Okay. I think that's one of the biggest manifesting stoppers is worthiness. You don't feel worthy, because if you don't feel worthy of love or worthy of money, not only are you going to self-sabotage it once it does come into your life, but you may not even attract it at all. Like you may attract it temporarily and then repel it again, because if you don't feel worthy, then you will not have that, whatever it is that you want. Okay. I feel like that's all I have to say on that. I do want to pull a card for you guys, because I always do, but I left my deck in the back, so I'll be right back. Manifestation is actually one of my most favorite topics. I'm back, by the way, because I mean, like, if you're losing hope in life, if you're losing hope about a situation, there's manifestation. And listen, there are some great even like meditations you can do to help keep your brain sharp with manifesting. If you're having trouble talking to yourself about it, listening to a guided meditation could be something really, really helpful for you. All right, we got one. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. All right, so I'm going to read this one out loud, actually. Full moon. New. I'm going to read it because I'll be seeing it forever trying to look at that. Here we go. Have you been so head in the clouds that you lost touch with reality? If so, take this card as a sign that you need to pay attention and make a concerted effort to move towards your goals. The more practical steps you can take, the better. It's time to find an inner balance between your responsibilities and your dreams. Meditate on your question, and the solutions to your issue may now come through very clearly. If you're in a tricky situation because you've been acting the martyr, this card will be a message from the cosmos to drop the act for everyone's sake. Attune with the moon, meditate every day and see what comes to you. Answers will come. Additional meanings for this card. You're in a super romantic but not super realistic state. Follow your intuition, it won't let you down. At worst, this card can herald the end of a dream. The person you're inquiring about is a soulmate. Avoid substance abuse. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, so the full moon in Pisces symbolically marks endings. When the moon is full in Pisces, or whenever you pull this card, it's time to dive deep into your emotions. Practicality is at odds with the numinous Piscean energies that have no borders. So feel your way now. Psychic ability is heightened when the full moon is in Pisces, and soulmates now connect. It's also a time to send out your dreams to the universe, releasing your fears. So yeah. That the thing it said at the very end too, and it said releasing your fears, you might even have subconscious fears, which is why you self-sabotage, right? You could fear, like, your nervous system might not be ready for 100K in your bank account, right? And that could completely shock your nervous system, which would then stop. Like if you say you got 100K in your bank account right now, right? Just like miracle. Your nervous system may not know how to handle that if you're used to like a regular 9-to-5 job. Which would then cause you to lose it all right away or have trouble gaining that back again. So like your fears, regulating your nervous system, feeling worthy, not only meditating on what you want to manifest, but go within first and start meditating on your self-love and meditating on feeling worthy of whatever it is that you want your reality to be like. Because I want you to take a minute, you can close your eyes if you want, and just imagine what your ideal life would look like. How much money is in your bank account? What are you eating throughout the day? What are you doing? What kind of car do you drive? Where are you living? Who are you surrounding yourself by? Okay? Because whatever you just imagined in your head, you can have that. Okay? But it's all up to you. All right? And this is all I have today. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video.